Everybody, Pastor Matt here. I want to wish you all a very happy new year. And this is going to be a little shorter one than the last couple that we've done. Again, thank you for the feedback. Sometimes you just wonder if these are running a fool's errand or if this is actually worthwhile doing. So I appreciate all of you who are connecting. And if you may even find someone else that may benefit of this, please pass it along. Please share it, because we want to make these public. We want the word to get out as much as we possibly can. So just a couple of quick things I want to let you know about. We're starting a brand new sermon series, and it's simply called Held, from arguably the greatest chapter in all of the Bible, and that's out of Romans 8. Some have said John 3, and I think a case could be made. Some have actually said Hosea 3, and if you've read Hosea 3, you'll understand why. But I believe that when we have Romans 8 and we talk about being secure in the Spirit, rather than trying to find our security in 1,001 other places, and all that God orchestrated in order for us to not have any condemnation in Him. I believe that over the next 7 weeks, I believe that this will be a great time for us to start off the new year. And don't forget about Sunday, the Vision Fellowship. I want to make sure that we understand what that's about. So a Vision Fellowship is, how do we put it? It's not talking about the vision of the whole church all at once. What it's talking about is our mission that we are to embrace is to be, make, multiply, and send hopeful, joyful disciples of Jesus. It's about discipleship. It's about strengthening the ones that are in the faith and then sharing the gospel with gospel conversations and gospel opportunities with those that are not in the faith. That's what the Hoosier One has been all about, and we want to continue to keep that before us. But when we talk about a Vision Fellowship, what we're doing is we're taking pieces that need to be addressed in order to be able to help us to fulfill that mission. This one's going to be on biblical leadership. So as you read through the New Testament, I believe it is very, very clear that God has established His priority and His structure for what a church should look like. But yeah, over time, because things may end up being, maybe a little bit more convenient. Pastors tend to come and pastors tend to go. There can be other types of structures that we may begin to embrace, that we may think, because we've done it for so long, we've done it for generations, that we just don't think about it anymore. And so these Vision Fellowships are helping us to connect with our system, with our scriptures, and to connect and to evaluate and examine the structures that we have now, and see if, as we are evaluating both, if we can find a solution that may be closer to what God has for us in His Word, and what Christ intends for us when He calls us to build His church, when He says He would build His church, I should say. So we're going to be talking about biblical leadership. The New Testament has a lot to say about it. So how do we line up with what we do with what the New Testament says? That's what the Vision Fellowship is going to be, is getting back to the vision of helping all from Denver to the nations know that Jesus is enough, with the mission of being and making hopeful, joyful disciples of Jesus. So I hope you can come. Also, brand new year, ARBC 101 class is coming up on Sunday morning, January the 12th. I hope you can be a part of that if you need to know more about who we are and what we believe and where we're going. But I'll also, if you know of someone else that would be interested in learning a little bit more about what our church is all about and what God has called the church to be, this is a great place to come. It's a great activity. And for those of you that are on teams, heads of teams, staff, pastors, all of you, mark down February the 8th. That's a Saturday from 8:30 until 3. This is a very important time for us to get together so we're all on the same page. And so I hope you can be there. Lunch will be provided, and just keep your eyes open for what this event is going to be all about and how you can prepare. So you're going to see a couple of things attached. One, it's not necessarily attached; it's a link for you to go back and listen to Ken's sermon on Facebook. One of our goals is to try to get these archived on YouTube or some other place rather than simply on Facebook. And second of all, I'll send you out a few things about what to expect for this coming Sunday night, and I hope you can come. But so be looking for that. Attachment. Anyway, Happy New Year. Well, the office is back opened on the 2nd. Can't wait to be back at it and see what God has for us in 2020. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.